Can you guys imagine? You just wake up and you have a lot of energy to spend the whole day, and everything was planned yesterday. So you don't even need to think about how you need to spend this day. You don't even pick up your phone and start scrolling for social media like a stupid 16 years old boy, like trying to find some content on TikTok or check out the message from the girl that hasn't sent you anything from like yesterday. You just wake up, you go to take a cold shower, probably start meditating, doing a morning routine, and then just start working. All of this is possible if you really believed in your goal, in your mission, and if you're really focused on what are you doing. So in today's video, I really want to talk with you guys about how to be okay with being alone and why it's so important sometimes to isolate yourself from the world and just be yourself even a little bit. Let's just talk about it. By the way, my name is Arseny, and I used to live with my parents for 25 years. I was this kind of guy that I would call him a simp, stupid, weak boy, like very skinny, very emotional, the stuff like that. But then I just moved to the USA when I've been living like for 5 years. I'm still learning English. You can hear my accent and some mistake that I do. I don't care, all right? So if you're interested, watch this video till the end because I really want to share as best things as possible. So the number one would be to explore who you really are. This is very important because probably you know some people who hate being alone. This kind of person who always trying to talk about something, even you're guys talking about some stupid shit, or they need to use their phone to start, texting some people, to start playing some music, to kill this silence. They hate being by themselves. Spending time alone, whether it's your room, the nature, or some places where you don't see any people, is really helpful. This is how you can manage your stress, your thoughts, and this is how you can heal yourself. For example, I've been journaling for like 5, or not like 5, even 10 years. I just forgot it. I've been living in this country for 5 years. So yeah, since I was like 20 years old, maybe even younger, I started journaling my thoughts just to write everything down that I have in my mind. And this is why sometimes I go to the nature or I go somewhere where I don't see any people, trying to isolate myself from the real world, turn off all the notifications, right? Don't use the social media or anything like that, and just be focused on my thoughts. And this is what really helps you. Even you spend with yourself just a minute, like an hour, maybe a day, the whole thing, if you have this time, right? This is really helps you. Because can you just think about those people who lived on this planet, like let's say 100,000 years ago, without social media, without internet or even electricity. So they have to spend a lot of time by themselves just to walk from one city to another, just to go from one shop to another, just to spend, some time in the middle of the nature, in the forest, by the river, just because there is no plane, there is no trains, just the horses, just the man's power, and this is what they need to face. They need to be okay spending time with themselves. So this is why I really believe like those people from the past, from 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago, they were much more healthier than we are. And the guys, they used to have much more testosterone than we have right now. All right, the next one would be to build a new discipline. If you just find some new habits. I really believe that this is how every boy turns to a man. This is what I've been looking for a very long time, especially if you haven't had a father, masculine figure in your life, if you're looking for, some attention from women, if you chase a woman, if you chase some stupid things, if you're trying to please people around you, you're very kind, very polite, very friendly. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or disrespect people, but again, I used to be this kind of guy who used to please the people around him. I was very naive, very romantic, this kind of guy who just trying to fix his hair, to look okay, to say some good words so people like him. This is stupid because I didn't have any testosterone. I was like very feminine, very childish, even I looked like a boy. I was feeling like I'm a girl. This is how bad it was. And right now I'm 31 years old. I really believe in discipline like never before. I mean, there is no motivation, because motivation doesn't lead you anywhere. You just feel motivated one day and you do feel motivated another day. So you stop caring, right? You stop working. But if you are disciplined, if you are really focused on your mission, on your goal, this is what every man needs to have, his main mission and his purpose. So this is how you become a very masculine, very strong man. And if you lack of motivation, if you lack of discipline, you just need to find the new opportunities to build the new version of yourself. And this is what I did. I, for example, moved to this place. It's a new area, new neighbors. And I was like, okay, all right, now you don't have any roommates, so you don't have any distractions, right? This is just you, your laptop, and you work. Because now you need to work much more than you have been working before, because you need to pay for your bills for your rent and for the stuff like that. This is how I started creating the new reality around me. I just started waking up very early, go to the gym, eat very healthy food, and start caring about my life much more than I was before. So this is what I would recommend to you. And the last one, but not least, why it's so important being alone sometimes. I really believe that if you don't have the main mission, if you don't have the purpose, especially if you're a man, right? I'm not talking about the girls, I'm talking about the masculine man. If you don't have anything like that, so people will find a reason for you to live on this planet. I'm talking about, if you have a boss, if you have a big figure above you, if you have someone who controls your emotion, who controls your action. Like if you work 5 days per week, you have just 2 days for a weekend, you drink alcohol, you smoke weed, play video games, watch TikTok, watch like short content and stuff like that. So somebody really wants to control you. And right now I'm talking about, let's say, the government, the matrix, you can call it the propaganda or something like that. But some people really needs your attention. This is why they create all this social media, so they can collect your data. They know everything about you right now, and you don't even understand like what is going on. But once you start isolating yourself from the world around you, you stop, watching the news, you stop scrolling social media and looking for some attention from the people who don't even care about you. And I'm talking about girls also. We just, as guys, we spend so much time chasing women. It doesn't make sense, guys. We need to build ourselves up to become the best version of ourselves. So this is how women start chasing you. But again, if you're able to spend a lot of time being yourself, now your brain really wants to help you, because you just can go somewhere for a little walk, or like to the local park, being somewhere around the nature, breathing the air, look into the water or something like that. And if you don't scroll social media, if you don't listen to any podcast, or right, you don't have any distraction around you, so your brain start thinking about something different, about, okay, probably I need to do this to get that, or probably the things that I've done yesterday, probably I shouldn't do anything like that in the future just because I didn't like it. I mean, this feeling that I got, that's not the stuff that I really wanted. And if you live like this for a while, now you just wake up, you have a lot of energy, everything was planned yesterday, so you don't even need to think about how you need to spend this day, right? You just wake up, you do your morning routine, and you start working. This is why you need to spend some time with yourself. All right, guys, if you really watching this video, subscribe to this channel, put a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Всем пока.